I wanted to show you how you can just take a jar, put some of your supplies in it. This is the one that had the drawing on it with the glue gun. And then these are the lids that made this holder. So I wanted to give you guys more information about what I was talking about earlier today. And let me see if I have the information. That they're worried about their image. Well, this is part of what I think they were trying to do to me. They were trying to make me worried about my image so that I would come off as something I'm not on camera. And they could say, see, she's pretentious or she's trying to be someone she isn't. But I think that goes back to my saying that what they do to me is what is more about them than it is about me. They are the types of people to be pretentious and pretend that they have this fabulous image, but it's not based on reality. So they wanted me to come on camera and pretend to be someone I'm not, and then criticize every little thing that I do so that I can change who I am as a person. And that would make me on camera look like what they accuse me of being. So when I'm in my apartment, they said I used to speak very formally to my mother, and they want me to go back to speaking that way. But then on the other hand, they said that I was rude to my mother. So I would be the person on camera being so confused, so trying to defend myself all the time, worried about the image that they are trying to create for me as opposed to just me being human. And you notice how they are concerned not about reality, but an image. So in their process of trying to say that they were listening to me this whole time, they said they were asking different people about conversations they've had with me. If you were listening to me this whole time, you wouldn't have to do that. You would just play the recordings. So another big thing that they said was in a video, I mentioned that I'm the type of person when I watch television or movies or whatever, I have my favorite actor, actress, whoever, and that there might be an actor or actress who I don't like. So does everyone. So they said, why would you say that? That really isn't true. But that goes back to what I'm saying. I think that there's something in them that doesn't like to accept the basic humanness of humans. There's something about us being human is like something they don't like. Whereas if I say, oh, I really don't like that actress, or I'm tired of seeing that actress in a movie, in a lot of movies, versus, oh, I really love this actress or actor. I'm tired of, I love seeing this person in a lot of movies or not movies. There's something about that they feel that there's this image of me that will be destroyed. No, I think that's human. I mean, when I was growing up, I don't know if you guys are my age. I hope some of you are. I'm 50. We used to have our little magazines that said least favorite actor, least favorite actress. It was so normal. Like every little thing that they like pick at. And I'm going to title this, they try to pick me apart. It was so normal when I was growing up. So part of what they're saying is that, and I want to use as a thumbnail, there was a post that there are victims in China of this type of program. And I hope if you guys know of any victims in China, you'll leave a comment. There was a video that I watched, and I wasn't sure whether it was legitimate about there being something called Neurostrike in China. I couldn't find a lot of good information on it, but I'm going to link the article that I did find on it from an American media company. And if you guys are more familiar with it, let me know. But I think that when I was growing up, the America that I grew up in, for me, had a better feeling about it. I told you guys there are a lot of things that are around my age that we didn't, that are about 50 years old. And when they're talking about things that I grew up with, and I'm like, yeah, that was really positive. People younger than me, I'm surprised, know those things. And they're like, we love that. So it goes to show that there must have been something that I connected with that even younger generations connect with, and definitely older generations connected with. So what they're trying to say now is that maybe when they came to this country And they came here because it was positive. And I'm just talking based on the people that I know who are definitely involved. They had positive feelings about this country. What happened from say the early 90s to the present that made people have more negative feelings about this country? I think it's bringing over this idea of not having the ability to speak freely, which I grew up feeling that I could do. Not being able to just be human, bringing computers into our homes and in our lives and seeing these unrealistic images of people. Like, people don't really look that way. They're offended that they got confused, or they thought they confused me, that someone who was a famous actress, they said I thought didn't look like a model, but it wasn't that person. It's too much confusion. Let's just ask them for the actual recording so we can get to the bottom of this. But they were upset that I said there's really a big physical difference between people who are models and people who are actresses. And I think that's something that also changed. When I was growing up, you had models and you had actresses. And a model looked like a model. And then they became famous for being models. And I think that's something that also changed. So you didn't really have an actress who was a model. You had a model who became an actress, but it wasn't someone who was an actress who became a model. I think that's a big difference. So all of these changes meant that people that are involved in this program were more concerned about image than about about more than just image. So this gets them upset because it means that there were big changes that happened. And I think those big changes meant the positivity we felt about the country, the direction this country was going in, changed. And it became less positive. And I think that's something that I've seen happen. So when I was growing up, say in the 70s, 80s, we had actresses who we thought were gorgeous, but we knew those people weren't models. By the time in the 90s, we had famous supermodels. Then we shifted from famous supermodels to actresses who became models for products, which meant the actual models were kind of like, well, so I think that's what I'm saying. Like, something changed between our positive feeling about the direction this country was going in to now being sort of a more negative feeling about it. And I think it goes back to image. And I should just title this video Image. We became so aware of image that we forgot about what was behind the image, which is the human. Thank you for watching.